before we go into how to calculate simple interest, we have to first understand what is interest in the first place. Well, let's say this is you, and you go to a bank, and you ask for a loan of, let's say, $1,000. The bank says, okay, but I will give you an interest of 5% a year. Now, let's say you repay the loan. You don't just pay $1,000. You have to pay another additional 5% in a year. Right? That means you have to repay 1,000 plus 1,000, 5% of 1,000. So that is the amount that the bank earns from you. So now that we understand what is simple interest, we have to talk about how do we calculate simple interest. Well, we have a hint here already, right? So let's say the interest is the principal, which is the amount you borrow, multiplied by the rate that you borrow at in percentage, multiplied by time, the amount of time, usually calculated in years. So if we shorten it up, interest P/I equal P, principal, rate, times time. But this is just the interest cost alone, right? What about the future? Let's say you want to know the exact total amount you want to pay in the future. You have to repay in the future. Let's call it A for accumulated equal to principal, your initial principal plus your interest, right? Your interest is PRT, right? And then we can just factor out the P and we simplify it 1 plus RT. And there you go. Now let's move into practice questions. United Ceramics Incorporated needed to borrow $2,000 at 4% for 3 months. How much interest did the loan incur? What is the total amount that United Ceramics Incorporated will have to repay after 3 months? Now, let us remember that 3 months, the 4% is for a year. Alright? So, if we want to calculate what is the total amount, that means the accumulated amount, which is principal 1 plus rate times time. Now, what is the principal? $2,000. 1 plus, what is the rate? 4%, right? 4 over 100. Multiplied by time. Time is 3 months. 3 over 12. Because there are 12 months in a year. Input in your calculator, 1 plus. And you'll get 2020. They will need to repay a total amount of $2,020. Moving on. And the R&S Furnace Company invested $15,250 for 10 years. The company obtained a total of $24,400 in returns after 10 years. What rate did the investment pay? Now, the principal was definitely $15,250. Time was 10 years. Then they obtained a total of $24,400 in returns. That means their accumulated or the future value of their investment was 24400. Now, we can always use the formula, remember? A equal P1 plus RT. 24400 equal to 15250. 1 plus R, we don't know what is RT, so 10R. Right? How do we find R? Well, move it over. Just use it basic algebra. minus 1 divided by 10 equals to, well, you can just input the whole thing into your calculator. .06, or in percentage 6%. And there's your answer. The rate the investment paid was 6%. Prior furnished company borrowed $4,500 at a rate of 8.75% to upgrade its equipment. Find the term of the loan if the company had to pay back a total of $7,256.25. Okay, now principal was definitely $4,500, and then the rate was definitely 8.75%, or if you want to put in decimal, 0.0875. The term of the loan, the time we don't know, and we'll pay back a total of $7,256.25. Now, back to the formula, A equal P1 plus RT. A is 7256.25 equal to 4,500. 1 plus, what is our R? 0.0875 T. Okay? Now, again, basic algebra. One divided by 0.0875 equal to T, and then our T will become 7. T equal to 7 years. And that is your answer.